Yes, this is part of the gardening video. Alright, I used to use 2-liter bottles for this, but for this year I'm going to use small ones. And if you notice on the bottom here, and I probably should have the camera on a tripod, I put 2 slits. One's right there, and one's right here. When you slice these, test them on the sink and make sure they're not running really bad. You want them to drip, kind of medium, not too fast, not too slow. When you fill it with water. The idea is this bottom part is going to sit at the base of the plant where the roots are, where you put the compost bin, or compost from the compost bin down there, and then the top is going to be above the ground, so you can fill this with water, and the water goes straight down to the roots. I should have done this when I planted the tomato plants, but they're already planted, so I'm going to go from the side and actually jam this down there. To where I think the roots are, because I dug about 12 inches down and planted the tomato plants like I did last year, trimmed them up and all that. Make sure you look at my last year's videos because everything's pretty redundant. What I'm going to do this year is put newspaper down to stop the weeds from coming up. That was different from what I did last year. Okay, I already put these in, and they're pretty far down there, pretty deep, and there's a nice little area the water can go down. But in times when we have droughts we want to keep our plants alive, we need to put something to assist us. So I think the plant comes out this far, and if I pull compost out, I know it went far enough. And I don't know if that's something else. I don't know what that is. Huh. The things you get in dirt. Alright, shouldn't be a whole lot of roots yet. Has to go quite a bit further down. So if you put this down when you plant, when you put the plants in, is the best time to do this. So the whole idea is get roots down to the water, especially during a drought. I think I'm seeing compost down there now. Yeah, I got eggshells. Eggshells are starting to come up. So I want to make sure the 2 slices, one's there, are going to be toward the bottom. I don't put them side by side. I put them spaced apart, and I stick it down there and really jam it in there. Okay, so that's going to be above ground, and we don't want any dirt to get down inside the hole. The hole's going to be above ground. So I'm going to fill this in now. And this is the same thing I'm going to do with all of the, oh, I hope I don't get anything. I should probably put the cap on it. Might be a good idea is just put the cap on the bottle. Alright, and you can look down inside and see where the level is. And it helps keep the roots wet. Okay, that way you don't dry out the roots. Because as this thing gets bigger, it has a lot of tomatoes on it. The reason why tomatoes crack and turn brown on you is because of lack of water. So and you can put your fertilizer food down there too, to help nourish the plant. So I'm going to do this to all 3 of them. You don't need to see all 3 of them. I'll show them what's done, and I'll show you when I put the paper down, newspaper. Any dirt that you have left over on this, spread out so you don't have big mountains of dirt. I have my onions planted all around here. Actually, one's back there and one's back there, and I'll show you everything. So yeah, do this to all your tomato plants, and you can do it to other plants too, like broccoli and all that. I'm not doing it on broccoli, so I'm just doing it to tomato plants. Okay, so there's the paper I laid down. I'm going to need some more rocks to keep it from flying up on the edges, but rocks are just to keep the paper down. And what this does is battle the weeds. You don't have to get in there and underneath the bushes and pluck the weeds. I may put some more paper right in that area there, and all along here is my onions. You see a couple of them. The red onions came up that I put in, just 2 of them down there. There's the label for the tomatoes I put in. 3 plants for $5 isn't bad at all. Over here is the broccoli. My broccoli I planted in seeds in that little homemade greenhouse. Didn't work out. 3-year-old seeds, I guess, so that might have something to do. So, two for $1, not bad from Ace Hardware. Now the PVC pipe, you might be wondering what the PVC pipe's for. Okay, string beans didn't take off neither, so I dug a trench over there, and I saw a neighbor actually doing something with a 1/2-inch PVC pipe. Now mine's rather long. I'm not going to cut it down. Okay, it's rather long, and I have a pocket full of these seeds that I got from the pods from last year's string beans that I had harvested. So actually these, it's when I took the rest of the vine down this year, those were in. So I'm going to see what happens, and I'm going to just drop one. I'm going to drop one in here. And hopefully it goes all the way down, and it ends up down there someplace. Yeah, there it is. Just came out. So I want to shift that over. Move that over a bit. And I saw him doing this in his garden. I'm saying, "What are you doing?" And he was putting string bean seeds down with the 1/2-inch PVC pipe. His was about half the length of this, but it doesn't beat, leaning down and planting them. So it comes down and spits out right there. So I go over one more, and hopefully this helps you out. This is pretty cool, actually. I might need 2 hands here pretty soon. But I just want to share that with you. It's pretty cool. I'm going to bury them, water them, and hopefully these seeds, without having to go out and purchase seeds, are going to do something. And the idea is they grow up, climb up on this fence, and the sun is on that side of the fence too. Everything goes to this side. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video for this year. I'm going to show you the progress through the year, not like last year. If you want to see how I planted what I put in the ground underneath the tomato plants and all that out of this compost bin, okay, then look at last year's video. All right, and I'll keep you posted throughout the year. I have some lettuce there. I have 3 more pots, I think, on the deck in full sun, and this one over here. All right, don't forget, for anything like this, cool weather with a lot of leaves, get your slug pellets to kill the slugs and things that actually crawl on and eat the leaves. All right, that's just an idea for you. Hope you liked the video, and stay tuned for other parts.